Today's video is brought to you by the novel 9/10.
Welcome back. I'm your anchor, Topher Morrison. You're watching AMTV News, your daily blitz of alternative media. It's Thursday, April 11th, 2013. CISPA is the new gun regulation, and here's why. ABC News reports that Vice President Joe Biden says this current paradigm of gun owners are not your grandfather's gun owners, hunters he's referring to. Rather, guns for this group are like driving Ferraris. Biden admits he doesn't know what the numbers are of people who don't hunt, thank God, but I'm pretty sure this is the guy who emphatically denied ever seeking a way of tracking that number.
Let me read some of the things they're saying about background checks. They say, quote, "We, the federal government, want to put every private firearms transaction right under the thumb of the federal government and keep all those names in a massive federal registry." Kind of scary, man. Black helicopter crowd really is upset.
Remember him? The Associated Press reports that the Senate has passed its first hurdle on the way to a gun control bill. 16 Republicans were included in the final vote of 68 to 31 to begin debate on legislation. But there are many ways to put a number that I was referring to that won't be explicit in this type of legislation. For instance, if Eric Holder was provided the right amount of ambiguous language, which never happens in Washington, he could start a system. Obama's deputized doctors with the passage of Obamacare could also do it. When our states, moreover, like the Highway Patrol just did in Missouri, provide the federal government with all of its citizens' permit information, they could create a database that way. But in the end, why are men, Arizona senators like John McCain and Jeff Flake, moving this mess forward? They're ostensible conservatives, are they not? Jeff Flake has an A+ in literally every conservative category you could think of, yet they're moving this debate forward. Why? The feds are conducting 32 background checks per minute under Obama. But after 3D printing comes online like PCs did in the 90s, putting a printer in every home in America, it's going to look like 32 background checks per year when nobody cares to go through proper channels. What will the gun debate look like then when I'm downloading CAD files onto my iPad? In entirely unrelated news, Cyber Intelligence Sharing and Protection Act, CISPA. Remember the last time it got canceled due to overwhelming opposition? It just passed a closed-door committee and is ready for a floor vote in the House of Representatives. How much this will affect the future of the Second Amendment, I guarantee you the ostensible conservatives in the House and the Senate have no idea. Many of them will be voting on this legislation with no idea they could be taking guns away from you in the future. In geopolitical news, why is Fukushima still leaking? Many inquiring minds want to know. Unlike that childlike prince in North Korea who gets world attention every time he makes a YouTube video, there is another nuclear situation, weapons of mass destruction, about 800 miles away, not receiving nearly as much attention. For years to come, Fukushima will be dumping massive amounts of radioactive isotopes into the ocean and the surrounding areas. Considering our president is no stranger to humanitarian intervention, I'm sure he can... Wait, Obama is announcing... Nope, sorry, guess not. No invasion force, no funding of political opposition groups against the Japanese government, no CIA spies funneling in to help TEPCO and the Japanese government rout the disaster, no high-powered lobby, and not even a mention of a no-swim zone. Fukushima dwarfs Chernobyl in the amount of radioactive fuel it has on site. It has already outpaced the Chernobyl incident in the amount of radioactive cesium and iodine released. Some isotopes which have half-lives of over 15 million years, and some of which never sink to the bottom of the ocean and remain in the water column until your favorite yellowtail sushi brings it home to you. As Zero Hedge reports, the bottom line is that the reactors have lost containment. There are not some leaks at Fukushima. Leaks imply the reactor cores are safely in their containment buildings, and there is a small hole or two which need to be plugged, but scientists don't even know where the cores of the reactors are. That's not leaking. That's even worse then a total meltdown. Capturing every corner of this alternative media universe, you're watching AMTV News. We broadcast Monday through Friday. Follow me, Topher Morrison, at AMTV News on Twitter, and like us on Facebook at Greenwave TV. Find my source material and more videos like these at amtvmedia.com and greenwave.com. Both are part of the AMTV network. Please follow our sponsors listed below. And remember, this is AMTV, the voice of independence.